A dedicated operator named Steve, known by his call sign 2E0NSQ. Steve cherished his Yaesu FTDX10, a prized possession that had faithfully served him for countless hours of communication. However, one fateful day, disaster struck. Steve noticed that the HDMI output on his beloved FTDX10 had ceased to function. Panic gripped him as he realized he couldn't see any display. It seemed as though his radio had met an untimely demise. The display just wasn't working. It's gone biff. It's gone pop. It's gone bang. It's dead Jim. Refusing to give up hope, Steve turned to his friends for assistance. Andy and Nick, fellow enthusiasts well versed in the intricacies of radio technology, eagerly offered their help when Steve reached out to them. Together, the trio embarked on a journey to troubleshoot the issue plaguing Steve's FTDX10. They carefully examined the radio, and soon their suspicions fell upon a faulty chip as the root cause of the problem. Utilizing a thermal camera, Andy and Nick confirmed their suspicions. The HDMI chip was indeed overheating, along with an accompanying SMD fuse. With the issue identified, the trio devised a temporary solution to allow Steve to continue using his radio while they awaited the arrival of a replacement chip. Throughout the process, Andy and Nick kept Steve informed every step of the way, ensuring his peace of mind amidst the uncertainty. And when the replacement chip finally arrived, it was Charles, a skilled technician with years of experience, who stepped in to perform the delicate task of removing the old chip and fitting the new one. With precision and meticulous care, Charles completed the repair, restoring Steve's FTDX10 to its former glory. As Steve powered up his radio and witnessed the external display springing back to life, he couldn't contain his gratitude towards Andy, Nick and Charles for their unwavering support and expertise. With his radio once again in working order, Steve resumed his adventures in the world of amateur radio, grateful for the camaraderie and teamwork that had helped him overcome this unexpected challenge. And as he continued to communicate with fellow enthusiasts around the globe, Steve knew that he could always rely on the friendship and expertise of his trusted companions. So what is the HDMI chip in Steve's Yaesu FTDX10? Well, it serves a crucial role in providing video output from the radio to an external display device, such as a monitor or TV. This chip essentially processes the video signal and ensures that it is transmitted correctly through the HDMI port. Without this chip functioning properly, Steve wouldn't be able to see any visual feedback from his radio on an external screen, making it difficult for him to operate or troubleshoot any issues effectively. Now, when it comes to replacing the faulty HDMI chip, a process called reflowing is often employed. Reflowing involves melting and reattaching solder to the chip and its connection points on the circuit board, effectively soldering the new chip in place. Here's a brief explanation of the reflow process. 1. The circuit board containing the faulty chip is prepared for reflowing. This may involve cleaning the board and removing any excess solder or debris from the area around the chip. 2. Flux, a chemical compound that helps remove oxidation and improve solder flow, is applied to the solder pads on the circuit board where the new chip will be placed. 3. The new HDMI chip is carefully positioned onto the solder pads, aligning it correctly with the circuit board. 4. Heat is applied to the circuit board, typically using a specialized reflow oven or hot air rework station. As the temperature rises, the solder paste beneath the new chip melts, creating a strong bond between the chip and the circuit board. 5. Once the solder has melted and flowed smoothly, the circuit board is allowed to cool down. As it cools, the solder solidifies, securely attaching the new chip to the board. 6. After reflowing, the circuit board is inspected to ensure that the new chip is properly soldered in place and that there are no defects or solder bridges. Testing may also be conducted to verify that the HDMI output is functioning correctly. Reflowing requires precision and expertise to ensure that the new chip is soldered correctly and that the connections are reliable. This process is essential for replacing faulty components and restoring functionality to electronic devices like Steve's FTDX10. So please sit back and enjoy the rest of the video.